Hello guys, so I just came over the Spenda's residential tower while scrolling. So we're going to see how to make the model in Rhino 3. So I'm just taking the rectangle as the first command and I'm just drawing the rectangle by pressing shift. So by pressing alt you can get a square that is like it will give you both sides equal, that is length and the breadth, which is obviously a square. So after that, if you make that, just draw, just use extrude curve command. Now the extrusion has been done, so I'm just changing the mode to shaded. Yeah, so the mode has been changed. I'm just taking line command right now and I'm just drawing a line. By joining this I'm using copy command, so I'm just copying it. Now I'm using copy command again, and now I'm just copying it just 2 or 3 times. Okay, so now I'm just going to use line command. Now I'm just drawing a perpendicular line. If you don't get the perpendicular, just check turn on or snap below. Now I'm just drawing a line over this and just selecting these two lines and using mirror command. mirror mirror command. So the mirror has been done. I'm using polyline to draw a perfect square, or else you can select all the 4 lines and join the lines. It's up to you. So I'm just copying it so that I'll get a square root of the square, that is you will get a square. So I'm just drawing the polyline to trace out the overall square. Now the square has been done, so I need the extrusion. I need a cube, so the extrusion should be equal to the length. So I'm just drawing a line to trace out the length. So because I'm just drawn with a random scale, so I don't know the exact measurement, so I'm just drawing the line and turning using rotate command. Now I'm just turning like this and now moving with the help of move command. I'm just moving and placing it here so that I could extrude this line to this, so that I could get a perfect cube. Okay, so because I'm just doing it with a proportion, not with the exact measurement. If I know the measurement I would have gone with the value, but I don't know the value, right? So before I'm just copying it with the help of gumball by pressing alt and dragging. So now I'm using block command to block it, and this is another block. I need this model to be on another block, so I'm just naming it block 2. So I'm just copying this block 1 square into 4 times. So I'm just selecting all the 4 and just copying it and placing it here. So we will get an intersection like this, which I need. So now I don't need the square and lines, which is I just wrote for reference. So I'm just selecting all these and using mirror command, and now I'm just mirroring it and you will get a okay, this is fine. So I'm just copying all this. uh, I'm just copying it, and now I'm just using mirror command again. So you will get a pattern like this, and I'm just dragging this, just a copy of it, so that I can go into block edit. So if I edit, if I use block edit and if I edit this one cube, then all the other block cube will get edited. So it's like the component option in the SketchUp, right? So if you want to use this, you should go always into block edit, so to edit. Okay, so be careful with it. Don't edit without entering into block edit, then it won't work. And if you enter into block edit and if you edit and if you come out, it's like whatever edit you do, it's like it makes you a single command. So when you do undo, it's like it won't give you all the steps, just back to the cube. So be careful in it. So I just draw a line perpendicular with a distance of 0.2. So I'm just drawing this way, all the 3 sides with a 0.2 value. 0.2 value. So I'm just drawing the line. So I am trying to get an offset of the cubes to draw the pattern which I saw in the image. And this block is not so parametrical, but it is so interesting to show how the block command works, because like block commands, it's a major helpful tool in Rhino, so you should know about the block command. So only I'm just doing this model. So I'm just using trim and just join the lines. Now I'm just filleting according to the value which I need. as shown in the image. So I'm just changing the value and just redoing the fillet. When I get the perfect angle, yeah, this is okay. So this is fine. Yeah. So this is fine. I'm just checking over it. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so I'm just selecting the lines. So I'm just selecting all the lines which I drawn, and I'm going to use Ctrl J, that is the shortcut of join command. Ctrl J. So I'm just going to join the lines. So now I'm using polyline, and now I'm just drawing these outer lines so that I could join the line which I joined before and the line which I'm drawing with the polyline. So I'll show it. So I'm just joining these two lines, so it will give you a closed surface and you can extrude this with a solid one. So I'm just extruding to a distance of 0. Maybe 2, yeah, 0.2. So I'm done with my extrusion. Okay, this is the shape which I need. So I'm using polyline again. So I'm just tracing out the upper cover, because the curved one is just for the facade, like it will come on the both sides, not on the cover. So I need the cover to be done with this polyline. So I'm just tracing out. So I'm just extruding this polyline like this. When I delete the square, you will get a shape like this. Wow. So this is what I need. So I'm just using scale 1D to, sorry, I did the scale command, normal scale. So I'm just using scale 1D. So scale 1D is a command where I can scale in only one axis. So I'm just bringing the solid which is overlapped with the facade by help of scale 1D. Now I'm just selecting the facade. I'm just using mirror command. I think so it comes perfect. Mirror command will work now. I think so I can make a copy. Yeah, so I'm just making a copy of it, then I can rotate it and place it. So sometimes mirror command sucks, man. So I don't know why. I think so right now I have to check with it, because sometimes mirror command it won't work properly. I'm just looking on it. So I'm just using rotate. So the model has been done. I mean the facade which I need has been done. So I'm just using boolean subtract to get the overlapping surface. So these are the overlapping. I don't want to be overlap and make my model heavy, so I'm just trimming as like, which is not necessary. So so this is fine. So I'm just press OK. When I press OK, you can see that all the cubes which I drawn inside or has been changed according to which I used. So I'm just going to enter into block edit mode again. So as I said before, whenever you edit a block, just go into block edit mode. If you did not go, then your work has been useless, because like it won't give you a change. So I'm just drawing a line. So with the center, I'm just drawing a circle and I'm just extruding it, maybe with a distance of 1.5. Maybe every distance is just proportional. Okay, don't go with the equal standards, because every roller will have at maximum of 1 meter, but this is just for the proportion sake. Okay, so don't go with the architectural standard values here. If you want, you can try with the architectural standard value, but I don't have patience like that, so I won't. So I just draw a line, and I'm just drawing a line. I'm just changing the mode to wireframe so that I could see the next end. So I could see this end. So only I just change the mode to wireframe. So now I used scale 1D to extend it. Now I'm just making a copy of it by dragging the gumball and pressing Alt button. So after this, just use copy command, then place one by one above. So after you place, just copy all the 4 lines which you created and use pipe command with just go with the value which you need by pressing the distance. Like you can change the value. This is too much, man. Now I pressed 1 meter, so I'm just changing the value to, I'm just redoing the pipe command. I'm just changing. Oh, this is also too much because you can't see a railer with this, so I'm just changing the value. So you should re-edit all the times. You should change the value. Sometimes errors will give you a nice result without your knowledge. It happens in, especially in Rhino. I try to do something and I get something and it looks nice than what I meant to do. That usually happens in Rhino. So I'm just selecting all the pipe which I created. So now I'm using mirror. Maybe it will come this time properly. Yeah. So it worked out, the mirror command finally. I don't know, some vengeance has been there between me and the mirror command. Sometimes it works, sometimes it won't. Maybe I should be careful while using it. So this is fine. So I just came out. I'm just going into I'm just coming out and going in because I want to show that while using block edit you can see this. So I'm just drawing the line with the reference, like you can draw the line. So I'm just going to cut it. So only I'm just drawing the line with a value of 0.2 which I created. So I'm just drawing the line. So by the way, you can comment the model which you want to be done in Rhino 3. I will try my best, and I think so my fellow follower gave a comment that do Zahad building. Please bro, I'm just trying it, and I'm doing my masters, so I have a tight schedule and I want to work a lot for my masters, for the YouTube, blah blah blah. So it takes some time, right? So sorry for that. I think so. I hope maybe next week or the any other week you will get that model for sure, either in Grasshopper or Rhino. Okay, and sorry for the delay, man. Sorry. Please understand my situation. So I'm just using a subtract, that is boolean subtract. I'm just drawn a rectangle, then I extruded, then I used boolean subtract here. Okay, so I'm just going into Sketchup warehouse. So I want to show you something, like when many used to ask, like I know for Rhino there is no specific warehouse like Sketchup, what should we do for get element? Don't worry, go and get it from Sketchup arrows. Like you can get it. Rhino is more compatible with all the models version, so I used to download models which I need from the Sketchup arrows only. So I'm just downloading this from the Sketchup arrows. So and it's like you can download whatever version you want, like 2018, 19, 20 or up to date, because when you open in Rhino it will open all the files, so it won't, like when you want to open a Rhino file, so you just need to drag and drop, and it's like okay, and it will give you an insert option. Just go with the insert option, not with the new object. So it will create you a new file. So insert will make you to insert the file in the Rhino. Okay, so I'm just pressing insert. Okay, now okay, so it's asking there are 2 blocks as also. I'm just keep both blocks, so I'm just saying, and you can check the units of the blocks which are going to be inserted. Okay, so I'm just pressing OK. So I'm just checking whether this comes into the block. Yeah, I can see it everywhere. So I don't want to waste my time by not going into block edit, so I used to check every time. So I'm just moving this, and now I'm just going to use scale, move this, and going to use rotate command, and I'm just going to place it like this. Yeah, so it has been placed. Then I'm going to use move command, so I'm just moving to it, and I'm going to use scale 1D. So it's a usual process which I used to do. So like scale 1D is usually used to adjust the model, so I'm just adjusting the window according to this, which is a great option, when I need to scale in single axis. Just it's awesome. But I want this option in CAD, man. So you see, when I draw a plan, and this option usually saves me a lot when I draw a plan. So I want this option in CAD. Maybe I can write a mail to CAD like suggesting that I want the scale 1D 2D options in CAD. Maybe scale 2D is available, but I want the scale 1D, that's a single axis scale, which will be super helpful, because sometimes I used to draw the 2D here because it has the scale 1D option, then I'll just need to import it to CAD. It takes time, right? So I just adjusted the window so I get the window through over the entire model. Yeah, so this is what which I need. Okay. So okay. So I'm just giving a check, man. So I'm just like looking the model, so whether did any mistake, or like did I need to change anything. See, you can see in this like the facade is not proper as shown in the image. The centers only, I just draw another block which will be useful there. Now I'm just going to block edit of this block. So I need a grass like texture so that it will make you to look nice. So I'm just drawing a line. So I'm just drawing a line. Wait a sec, I'm just hiding this because it's become an introduction. it's like it's like it interrupts while I draw a line. I don't know whether it's perfect or not, so I'm just going to draw a line somewhere here and I'll just going to place it. So no, it's not proper. I can't ping it perpendicular. I want the line to be perpendicular. That's the thing. I'm just looking for it. Okay, I'll draw a line here. Okay, this is great. So I just draw a line like this, and I just select this line. Then I use copy command, or you can use move command. It's up to you. Or else you can use extrude also. So I'm just extruding to the direction of this. So I'm just doing the extrusion like this. Then I'm just selecting the extrusion which I did. So this extrusion is not a solid, it's like just maybe a two-dimensional surface. You can say it as a surface, not a solid. So I'm just copying it, and now I'm just rotating like this in this direction. Now I'm just moving it like this. So I'm going to use scale 1D command. So I'm just altering it to the distance which I need. So I'm just altering this. So these are like usual command, but I'm just showing this because how to use the block. So these are like simple commands in Rhino, but simple commands will make you great models in Rhino. So I'm just using offset surface. So I said before, it's like it's going the extrusion made me a surface. Now I'm just using offset surface upward. Like I'm just changing the value little bit smaller, not this much big. I don't want a podium, I just want a grass like texture so that I could give a surface like a grass in lumion. So while rendering, so I'm just scaling 1D because I need a little bit like this. Yeah, this is fine, damn good. So I need to do this for the same like this. You can copy like this, and you can do all. You can use offset surface, or you can use extrude surface. There are many options right now which will do the similar steps, but you should be like, you should get organized like where should I use this, and it's up to you. I use sometimes like this. My friend used to do extrude surface, which will make, and I'm just joining these two by using boolean union, and I'm just giving merge to coplanar to hide the line and make you perfect smooth, butter smooth. Yeah. Okay, so when I press the OK button, you can see the model. I mean, level of podium is fine. I mean, a level of double height. So this is fine. This is what I exactly needed. But you may ask, like, you took a extra block, I mean extra 3D for and you assigned this as a block to where you're going to use it. I'm going to use it in the center, I mean the intersection. So I'm just going into this small block, and I'm using block edit. So I'm just copying these two elements which I need and I'm using Control C for copy, not the normal copy because blocks. I'm just using this block edit and going into block number 2, and now I'm using Control V to paste it. So it pastes it there, but you need to move to where you need. So I'm just using gumball first, and if you don't know what is gumball, the gumball is like the tricolor stuff in the center. It is usually, it's a common tool where you can see in many softwares like Blender, 3ds Max, Maya. So gumball general, like it's a common tool, right? So I'm just placing here, I'm just making a mirror out of it. So okay, I'm just deleting this. So this is what I need. So I'm just using polyline. So the polyline has been done. Okay, I want the exact center to get a top on the base, so I'm just drawing this line so that I could, so I need an extract. So I'm just drawing this line to this, and I'm drawing again a line like this to this. So I'm just drawing a line again this like this, then I'm just going to trim it. So you may know, maybe at the first you may not get what I'm trying to do. Without will give you a clear idea like what I'm trying to do. So I'm just selecting these two lines, then I'm just giving a trim. So it's been trimmed, so I'm just selecting the lines which I drawn. So I'm just using Control J for Jaguar. So I'm just using the Control J, just joining the lines, then using extrude curve to extrude, and you'll get a base and top like this, which you need. So what which I need, so I'm just using to it. So so and I'm going to copy this block, and I'm going to place this block like this. Now I'm just deleting this block, and I'm going to delete this side also. So we'll get us like this. So I'm just going into block edit, sorry, so I'm just copying this, and I'm going to place, so here, so these are the surface. So in the model, when I saw the image, so it shows like the center are creating a different pattern and the corners use your pattern like this. So only I'm just creating, so only I created two blocks at the first, because the center like this portion, like into in between portion will come like this. So I'm just using copy again. Now I'm just placing here. So it has been placed like this. Now I'm using rotate command. So it has been rotated, yeah. So I'm just deleting this. So I'm just going to do this like copy again, and I'm going to do it on the upper interaction. So we have to do this like all the four sides, not all the four, top and bottom. One like it's like intermittent, in one direction will be at the top and another direction will be at the bottom. So when you create a pattern like this, you will get to know, and you can also try with your own pattern with this block edit, with this block command. So this is what I need. So I'm just going into block edit again. So I'm just copying the railing, there is the pipe command. I'm just copying it. I'm just first selecting it, and then I'm using Control C, because like Control C is the command where you can copy the element and you can place it into a different block. So use Control C and Control E, not the normal copy, and it won't work. Okay, So I'm just using move command. Oh, I just copied with this element, so I'm just deleting the extra one which I don't need. So I'm just selecting these 4 pipes, all the pipes. Then I'm using mirror command, maybe at the middle you can. So if you don't get this middle intersection, you can see at the bottom there are certain lists. In that, press or snap, you will get all the intersections, like you will get all the elements like this. So you have to press OK. So this is what I need. So I'm just using block edit command again. Then I'm drawing a line which I did for the previous block. I'm just drawing a green space. So I'm just drawing a surface so that I could use it, give a green space area so that I could use it in lumion, because in lumion I need to assign for everything, every value. So I need a grass space like this, so I'm just using the same command. I'm just using extrude curve. Then I'm just going to create a surface for the green space. Okay, so I said before, you can use like offset surface for giving the thickness for the surface, or else you can use extrude surface, or else you can use the gumball. Like when you select the surface and when you raise the gumball by pressing the small ball in the gumball, then it will give you the extrusion. So it's up to you. There are many commands are there for just to do a single stuff, but it's like how to do is like depends on the style you work. So create your own unique style. So in previous video I said how to optimize your shortcut keys. So just optimize your shortcut key according to you, so that when someone sees, like when someone uses your Rhino, they will get confused and they can't use your software and they will literally ask. So you can show the professionalism there, like I used to it's not a big deal, but you can put some show off, like I used to optimize my shortcut keys according to my wish. So it shows something like so these are some tips like you can use in Rhino according to your comfort. So because I used to do this, so I'm just sharing certain tips for like impressing some personality changes, right? So yeah, so this is totally fine. So which I need, so I'm just selecting the bottom row. So the bottom row, so there's a kind of a 2 rows, so I'm just selecting the bottom row and placing it above. So I'm just copying it and I'm just placing it above like this. So you get a pattern like this, so which is I need. So this is the pattern which I require. So I'm just hiding these 2 blocks which I don't need anymore. So I'm just making a copy, selecting all the blocks which we created. I'm just making a copy of it, and now I'm just placing it one by one, or else you can use array. So linear array is a command where you can use this, but every time I'm using linear array, so I'm just going with the traditional method like copy and pasting individually. So these are the traditional method which we used to do, not me, maybe my ancestors who founded the software at the first, they used to. Yeah, so after I place like every block, every selection, so the model is ready, the model is being done. So you can say your comments below about the model, and you can say like whether it's matching or not. You can say your comments. So as I said before, the model has been done. The facade which I required is been done. I didn't not work in the plan because plan as usual, so I won't work in the facade. So this is the building which we need. I think so it matches my model. So just say your comments below, and if you do not subscribe, please subscribe and share this video to your friends and share your comments with them. And stay tuned because we are going to post brand new content every week about Rhino 3D and Grasshopper. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day.